Hey yo guys, it's your boy Sam. I just want to say thank you for 50 subscribers, guys. At 100 subscribers, I'll be giving away a gaming headset, so let's reach that mark before Black Friday. But I just want to say I'll be doing a new series on the channel called Storytime, where once a week I'll be posting funny stories that have happened in my life before. So let's roll that intro. Okay, yo, so let's get into the story, guys. This is my third take of trying to record this because I'm walking around. But so the main story starts off. I was in fifth grade, and at this time, Trump was running for president. Okay, so there's a whole lot of races. I mean, a lot of kids being racist, especially for us being in fifth grade. It was crazy. But so at my school at the time, they didn't allow people to play soccer in the soccer field until they're in fifth grade. So you're fifth graders now. We're like, we're gonna play soccer, you know. All those little beaners are so excited and all that stuff. But when there's always a soccer field, there's only be those white girls who think they're the best at soccer. And we didn't mind as long as they were chill. But these girls thought they were like Alex Morgan or something like that. So it was pretty annoying. And just wasn't as fun. And so all of us are playing soccer. My friends and I are just being speaking to ourselves. And we're speaking in Spanish, you know, we're like, hey, pass it and all stuff. We're saying that all in Spanish. Why? Because we're of Hispanic descent, you know. I'm Chicano. I'm pretty sure one of them was like Venezuelan, something like that. But me, and then in the day, we also understood each other. And then those girls, I mean, they start acting like they're the shiz. And so my friends are like, we're like, oh yeah, ellas se crean mucho, or se crean muy. It translates to them thinking they're the shiz, you know? And that's where the story mainly starts because they start using that and telling teachers, we're like, oh yeah, they're cussing us out. They're calling us bad words, being there, fat shaming us. And it was annoying, you know? And that's what happens. You can't speak your native language sometimes because people try to twist it on you. But it was whatever. Teachers told us like, hey, yo, guys, guess what you're saying? We're like, we're not saying anything but sure. We weren't going to be hostile. Uh, and then they started telling us to go back to Mexico and calling us sweatbacks. Yes, they were calling us wetbacks, and we're only in fifth grade. Okay, it's crazy. And there's a whole lot of stuff going down. You know, whole lot of drama, a whole lot of this that. It was horrible, just horrible. You know, and it got to the point where our teachers literally had to make like days where like us, like my Hispanic friends could play soccer, and days where we can't, so the white girls could play soccer. It was it was that ridiculous, guys. You gotta understand, this is fifth grade, okay? Um, I mean, as time went on, we were hearing more and more of those racial slurs to our Hispanic friends. And I mean, it was bad. It was bad. And for me, I mean, I just didn't enjoy it because I mean, I was only in fifth grade. I was like the kid that lots of teachers loved, and the fact that they were believing the white girls small lies, I was like, whatever, you know, the small lies. Everyone always believes the white girls, and I thought it wasn't gonna be as bad, but it just got worse and worse and worse. You know, uh, at one point, we got to the point where one day after, like, actually not even one day, multiple days after what was it called, recess, we couldn't even have class because the teachers were like, "Yo, this is getting out of control. We need to sit down and talk about this." So they got multiple of us students, my friends and I, a couple of those white girls. Like, okay, what's going on? At this point, dude, I'm like, if one of us say something wrong, right? If our story, like, if my friends and I stories aren't straight together, you know, we're screwed. You know, we got white teachers interrogating us, and the conflicts with white girls. What's gonna happen? They always believe the white person, you know. And so the stakes were high. I mean, the stakes were high. Like we're the innocent ones. I mean, we're the victims here. But I mean, we got to do our best. And so originally, so they were like, they wanted to get to square one. Like, where did this all start? So we had to explain to them. We're like, we just wanted to play. Like, they allowed us to go first. We're like, we just want to play soccer because it's, I mean, something we always do, and we will communicate in Spanish because you don't want anyone else knowing our plays. And that's always said. We're like communicating, and like always said about me and the girls. We're like, se crean mucho. I mean, they think they're all that. They think they're the best ones out there, and we're just a little bit annoyed about that. the girls go on. They start saying, we call them cuss words and all that stuff. And they only knew a couple of words that were cuss words in Spanish. And so they had the EOD teacher translate that. And we're like, we never said those. you know, if I was gonna cuss someone out in Spanish, I was gonna say something real good. Some real bad stuff. but yeah, they believe them. We're like, great. We're like, okay, great. Oh, we were like, what, 25% screwed at that point. We still got 75% chance of getting out of there clean. And then they're like, okay, so from there, what happened? It was something like, well, we're sticking to the schedule you guys set for us with a 1 day on, 1 day off thing. But those white girls were violated, and we didn't want to get in trouble, so we just leave. But then, they're like, oh yeah, they're playing on days we're supposed to be playing. The thing is, I think it was like a Wednesday, and it's supposed to be our day. And then they come onto the field. And they start telling the people out there, people, those racist duty people, they're like, oh yeah, they're playing on our day. And so it made even bigger conflicts because we're like, no, it's not. And so we're like, it was our day. It was our day on that Wednesday. We were out there, but then they came along and they wanted to play. And so they said they tried to claim it was their day, and we ended up getting in trouble. And they're like, and so the girls, excuse me, those girls were like, oh no, it was our day. We kept tracking on stuff. I was like, guys, don't be lying. But white girls and white teachers believe the white girls, So we're like, we're 50% screwed at this point. I mean, we're like, there's no point coming back. We might get screwed over because of this. And this went on for a couple of days, We told them about the racial slurs and everything. The white girls started crying for sympathy like they always do. So it was bad. Now, the day that made it super bad was when, it was there's tension there. You're watching the Super Bowl and the games are getting close. There's a lot of tension. Yeah, that was happening. And then one of the girls brought up, because we were about to close this. We were about to close the case, and that was it. We would be done with it. One of the girls said that I told her and another girl to go kill themselves. What? What the fuck? And at the time, TikTok was called Musical.ly at the time. So, like, oh yeah, he texted us on Musical.ly and told us to go kill ourselves. I don't even recall doing that, to be honest. I'm not trying to seem innocent. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was just pay attention to my phone, for in the future. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't recall doing that. I don't remember doing that, and I have never done that. So I was like, no, I didn't. The thing is, I was a good kid at my school. I was a kid the teachers loved. I was a kid that all the teachers talk great about, even teachers I didn't even have. But the teachers were like, okay. And the thing is, we were about to close the case. We're like, okay, 50-50. I'm like, okay, we're about to close it, right? I was like, okay, fine. No. She screwed me over because she said about me only. So I sat there. I'm like, my friends just got off it, and now I'm the target. I was like, yo, I'm sitting there, and they're like, okay. And they're like, it's class dismissed. So we need to talk to you, Sam. My 5th grade teacher looked at me. He's like, hey, give me your phone. I was like, I didn't do that. He's like, give me your phone now. So I go to my backpack. I had a Samsung. I even forgot what it was. It was some cheap Samsung phone we got from Best Buy at the time. I asked him do you need me to turn it on or no? I was willing to work with this guy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get all hostile. Be like, no. I was gonna throw an attitude. I was like, do you need it on? I was cooperating. I was like, do you need it on? Do you need to go through it? It's like, no. Sorry, I had to cut the recording because my dad walked in. But back to the story. So he's like, no, just leave your phone off. Give him my phone. And I'm having a panic attack. I'm like, what if I did? What if I did text him that? And I realized that. So he takes it to the principal. And at the time, she was a black woman. So I'm like, Shoot. Uh, the date's about to end, and I get called down, and she's like, Sam, I know you're a good kid. I know you're an amazing kid. We love you having you here. She came back my phone, and she's like, I believe you. I believe you're a great kid. Don't prove me wrong. So I was like, heck yeah, you know. My friend asked me like, oh, what happened? What happened? I'm like, she let me off. I'm like, out of all of them, she believes me, you know. After school, I went to my phone. I'm like, I turned it on. I'm like, okay. She got to do anything? She didn't go through anything. I'm like, good, you know. Uh, I arrived at school the next day, and I think I arrived late. I think, but my teacher looks at me. He's like, hey, you need at the office. I get down there. I'm having the biggest panic attack of my life. One of the ELD teachers who I used to go to church with saw me. She's like, do you want me to call your parents? I'm like, please do. I mean, I'm super scared. I thought I was off the hook. I'm like, there might be officers waiting for me in the principal's office. I don't know. I get in there. It's me, my principal, three of the white girls, and another staff lady. So I'm the only colored boy in there. Both of the adults are colored too. It's just three white girls. Now they try to start crying for sympathy like they always do. And my principal lost it on them. She lost it. She's like, I'm tired of people acting like this. I'm gonna change this, you know. And yeah. And the thing is, I forgot to mention earlier, is they allowed us to file complaints and all stuff because it got that bad. And she went through it, and every Hispanic kid in my grade literally wrote one about them one about them saying racial stuff. And so it saved us, you know, really did. And so I sat there. I'm like, I'm not off the hook, you know. The teachers, once they dismissed us, they asked me to stay, and they looked at me. They're like, we grew up like this, you know. White kids always getting, teacher believing them. They're like, no matter who it is, no matter how close the teachers are to you, they're gonna believe the white girls. And so what I learned from this is just don't get in trouble, you know. Don't get in trouble. You gotta cooperate the whole entire time and cooperate and anything. Also be a good kid, you know. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Enjoy the story. Hope you guys want more done coming like this. Just tell me, you know. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it for today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.